You're live, so you
You're
must be
live.
live.
And that's what the man says right there.
The man behind the man.
The man behind the man. Okay, so welcome to the channel, and we'll start. Like Cliff just said, he's going to watch the intros. Here he goes. Okay, ready? And 3, 2, 1, go! H&I Outdoor Racing, H&I Outdoor Racing, H&I Outdoor Racing.
Yeah!
Welcome to the show, the H&I Outdoor Racing Show,
and we are live.
Yes, and we are your hosts. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
I'm wearing the tassels, and Richard's wearing the
knitted jump.
There you go.
You've got to be fashionable.
Yes.
So thanks everybody for joining in today, past, present, and future.
Yes.
And what is this one all about today?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different one for you. So we're gonna do Ironman.
Okay, so
yes,
yeah.
Flying Ironman. Yes.
A flying Ironman. That's right. So 3D printing, multicolor, Ironman flying
on the Creality Hi.
That's right. So there's a lot of flying type references in that one.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. Ironman flies.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
Yeah.
Hope you're gonna enjoy it. I'm sure. I'm not sure how many episodes this will take, but
it's a workshop type one. We're going to do some builds and stuff like that. I'm not sure if we'll get to do too much of the Creality Hi stuff, but we will work up to it.
Yes, because we want to paint it, and that's kind of what we're going to show you on this one. Because we kind of touched on it when we did our kid on live stream.
That's right.
We didn't actually kind of
do it with you.
We thought that's kind of interesting. It's not many people are doing that sort of thing, so we thought we would show you. So there you go.
Yeah. So it started a little bit yesterday, but I didn't get very fast. So we were too distracted by doing other things,
other projects.
So we thought we'd just save it.
Channel.
We'll just save it for today.
Yes. Okay. So what should we do first? We're just going to show you the brand new printer.
Yeah. So we only got the printer turned on yesterday. So pretty new.
Yes,
yeah,
pretty new.
Yeah, we only got on the weekend because we went to the Creality Hi Share Fest NZ 2025.
The Creality Share Fest, not Creality Hi Share Fest.
Okay, well, the Hi was at it. So
yes, it was an expo for 3D printers and machines and makers, and it was cool. And we did actually do a live stream last week. It was kind of at the event, and then about halfway through, did it get cut a bit?
I think we went outside.
Too far from the Wi-Fi. It was kind of a beginning mistake, but there you go. I didn't know where the Wi-Fi was set up. So there you go.
That's right.
So I do apologize for that. But yes, we will be doing that. We'll be continuing on that episode next week, isn't it?
That's right. Next week we're going to show you what sort of our road trip, as it were, or road. What do you call it? The road to Creality Share Fest.
So that we're coming out on Tuesday next week. So there you go.
So a little bit of insights.
We're going to different,
and we're going to do some little interviews, show you some new technology that's coming through. And
yes,
yeah, we maybe I get to talk to some Star Wars icons, which are pretty cool to see. Okay, so do you want to take it over to see the printer? Maybe might want to see that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is what the Creality Hi looks like. There he goes. It says Creality Hi, so it must be the right one. And there's a CFS. There he is.
Oh yeah, that's him.
So yeah.
There you go. So he's installed beside his big bro.
Oh yeah, there's the
the K2, and yeah, there you go. And
so they both have CFS enabled, and both of them it's entirely optional whether you want to use the CFS, which is the multicolor 3D printing platform. So that's the guy that will make the project on.
Yes, that's the guy we'll be making the project. It will be fairly large, whatever.
Like 210 millimeters high, something
like that. Yes, so he'll be fairly large. And should we explain a bit more of the rocket? Maybe put it over there.
Yeah, put it there.
The flying Ironman.
Okay. Is that cool?
Yes. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see him. See, I can stand here. That's cool. You can see us. Okay, so maybe you can see it. Yeah, you can see us now. Okay, so this time around we got the camera in a different direction, so you should be able to see what's going on. Yes. Yeah. So we've got one camera, one laptop facing one way, and then the other one you can kind of see him. There he is. Right there.
Right. So that's what we're going to be working on. So that's using the Creality Print, which is the one where you can paint everything in software before it gets made in reality. So what's the idea of this one?
So
Ironman, obviously,
he needs to fly. So what we thought was we'll strap a. Oh, hang on. Yes, there we go. Okay, so what we'll be doing is we will be
effectively making them into one of these.
A rocket. So we will be putting a model rocket on them and setting them up on Livestream. So that's the game. That's the game. The name of the game. But first we have to make the Iron Man. Make Iron Man. It's another plural word. Yes, and we're going to make Iron Man on this Livestream, and then then we're going to turn him into a rocket.
So it's going to be effectively an Iron Man rocket man.
So yeah, that's the idea. I hope you enjoy the idea. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's something that,
what do you reckon, Cliff? Hopefully you like it.
It's something that we've been wanting to do for a while. Yes. So we've been keeping this secret. Cliff says, I hope things went well at the Creality gig. Apologies for making it. It got work on the way. That's okay. Yeah. So far, how did it go at the expo? I think it was fine.
Yeah, I think it was good. There was a couple of people that came just to meet us. That was kind of interesting to meet the and people in real life that have been watching the show, which was cool to see.
And it's also interesting to see where they come from in real life. So some of them came from, say, because we've got different things like Instagram, TikTok, obviously YouTube, and some of them came from this medium and some came from that medium. So it's quite funny to put a face to the name. It was quite cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And what kind of projects did we see, like other than the ones we feature on the episode next on Tuesday?
There was a guy that's not featured. We'll just maybe focus on those ones because otherwise we'll wreck the surprise for next week. But yeah, so there was a guy that made a Master Chief Halo helmet.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. I say a Spartan helmet. So that was pretty cool. And
you put it on, didn't you?
He allowed me to put it on, so it was very cool. Very good shout out to you, my man. I can't remember the tag at the moment, but yes. So and then when you put the helmet on, lights erupted. So he was like, "Oh, that was pretty cool."
Yeah,
it's
pretty nice, movie quality. We just said.
I thought it was movie quality. Yes.
And there were lots of other things too. So and yes, we did remember how to what to say in a speech. We didn't write it down or anything. We just
just kind of like this right now. Just wing it.
Yeah, wing it. It seems to sort of put you more or less correct.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool. And did we take any particular one that the people of Livestream might want to see? Like maybe that guy there, perhaps that they didn't know that we've updated a little bit. So here you go. This is a little sneak peek for you guys right there, Cliff. And so there you go. So we've been working on this guy here. This is the FPV,
the
Jetwing man. And what we've done is, if you can look really closely, you can see that we've installed
the
turbine jets. So there you go. It's a little sneak peek, and it'll just be whipped off the camera so you don't see too much. But yes, so yes, we did manage to
do a demonstration on it.
Do a little ignition, which is pretty cool. And that's coming up. Hey, it's Michael. My Godson. Oh, cool, man. Thanks for joining the live streamer, man. He says it would be cool if next time you could give a demo of what you are up to. Yes. So there's a lot of things we're up to. So, and thanks very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. So there you go. So yes.
What would be a demo?
What would be a live
demo?
Are you
mean to act it out in mime?
Are you meaning like on live stream, or are we meaning at the event? Which one are we talking about?
Yeah. Those people watching, Michael made the event, and he does feature.
Yes,
does feature
on the episode, so it's pretty cool, and we appreciate you. So I don't want to wreck it, so just keep it like that. Just keep it in there.
So stay tuned to Tuesday at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, Michael says flying stuff at the event. Yes, we kind of ran out of time on that one.
But we did actually.
Yes, but that was behind the scenes. So you will find that out on the episode on Tuesday. I don't want to wreck it. But yes, we didn't get to fly as much on the actually at the event, but that was because we ran out of time
and we were busy doing live streams and we were busy doing filming for the episode. So all will be revealed in good time, my man.
Yes, but there's only so many time in the day. There would have been cool though to fly around people and do that sort of thing. It would be epic.
Yeah.
So maybe if we're
invited
next year, we're gonna send it. How about that?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
You're always gonna leave something to do next time.
That's true. If you do everything, then it's not too good.
Oh, we did most things. We did live stream. We did video.
Yes.
We did lots and lots of interviews. Yeah, I think
we got to meet
and lots of people,
which is cool.
Yeah,
very cool. And okay, so which part do you want to start with, Richard, on this particular one?
Should we start with the backpack rocket man? Should we start that on the K1?
Okay, so to make this guy here, this is a great example. So I guess it's kind of rocketry 101, which you have seen on the channel. With this particular guy was rocketry. This is 3D printed, this guy, and with a carbon tube there, just to go along the gantry run,
just to guide it
up that one little bit before it sends off the. We're just going to bring the rocket. What do you call it? Guide. This one. So a bit of number 8 wire, classic New Zealand styles, and it does the job. It's not perfectly straight, but it doesn't matter when it's going that quick. So yes, so that's the kind of idea. We're going to go with the rocket. We're going to attach a model rocket to Ironman right here, and on this actually we're going to paint him up. Digitally paint, and then we'll put them on to the Creality Hi. There you go. Multicolour printed. So it just depends on how much we get done today. But fingers crossed. And what else is going to? How are we going to attach that model to this? We need a housing for this guy. So we have made a
adapter.
Yeah, adapter on a different printer just for time's sake. And should we go and put that on?
Yeah, it's going to.
Yeah, it's going to do that. And we added some fins just in case he goes AWOL. So here you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we are on the K1. Hang on. I'll move it back a bit.
Back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. There you go. So hope you can still see us, and we're in frame. Yep. Okay, so
yeah, so we thought we'd use some of the filament that one of our sponsors, the KIWIFIL. So that's pretty good. And what is it? The PLA Pro Sparky Black
for the backpack ignition. So there you go. So that's kind of the idea. Hopefully you guys like that idea. We thought it was pretty cool, and we thought live stream, why not? Yeah. So what's the kind of sparkly color?
I'm not sure if you can see it, but effectively it's a bit like how would you put it? It's a bit like car paint. They've added like a metallics to it. Not sure if you can see it, but it's pretty cool. Basically black, and it has a little bit of shine to it, which is kind of cool.
But it's a bit of the we did actually kind of plan to go for the micro talon launch this week, but the weather's not so good up here at the moment. Hopefully it's better in Auckland or wherever you are in the world. But yes, that's so we came up with this idea that we've been planning for a while. So hopefully you enjoy, which I'm sure you will, when we go and ignite this guy and send him into space. Because anything cooler than Iron Man, I haven't found yet. So there you go. Okay, so we just on the K1, you load it in the back. If you haven't seen the K1 working, do you have a little mini spool or you don't need it? I should be right. Okay, so yes, and there's a little spool holder at the back on this guy. While Richard runs around doing his thing, then we'll have to extrude him and send him on his way, and then we'll go back and do some painting. It's kind of the plan. Yes. So yeah, this is our workshop. If you haven't tuned in before, Cliff has, which is cool, which is very cool. And yes, we do actually most of the studio is just to our left. So there you go. But don't tell anyone that's our secret. Cliff says, I'm not sure whether to be excited or cautious for the next talon launch attempt. Yes. Well, third time lucky's the charm. I think that's what we're going with. Yes, the first and the second launches were not so catastrophic, but they do say if you try it once, crash and fail, the second time, and not the third time. The third time's a success. That's what we're hoping for. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm not.
Do you think we'll go for like a maybe like a glide?
Like a glide test. I mean, normally when we do make a plan, we do a glide test, but normally we don't do that with a 3D printed one. You might break. But maybe we should just try a glide and see how it goes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you all good, G?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, PLA Pro. Yeah.
Hopefully, so what I'm doing is just extruding the filament to make sure it's going to work on this bad boy today.
Yes, just why he does that. Yeah, there was an interesting flight with the micro talent, which if you didn't know, the micro
So
talent
that's the second attempt, right?
he is a 3D printed plane that we're doing on the channel. Where is he? We can get that guy.
Oh, yeah. He
is sitting there looking good, and we repaired him. Was it? No, it wasn't last week. The week before, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Yes. Anyway, yeah, he's been sitting there and been good and not falling apart. But yeah, and the on the first attempt, what broke off on the first attempt? It was a wing, I think. And on the second attempt, the fuselage snapped in half. And there you go. So it's interesting. Planes are interesting things. But there you go. Here's the micro talent here. No, yeah, I'm not going to white everything. There you go. You can see him there in his glory.
Yeah, he might need a bit more of a paint job, but I guess we're not worried so much about that. We're more worried about the fact that it goes at this point.
Yes, he is an interesting character. But yes, we've been making this guy exclusively on live stream. And how's he going? Streaming?
Yeah, that's good. Should be right in. You give it another.
Yeah, he's looking good. Well, I'll stream it again just for fun, I guess, just to make sure he's good to go. Yeah, no, it looks fun. Yeah, we'll shoot it again. We want good adhesion. There you go. So that's good.
Yeah. So he's a bit of a challenge, that old guy.
Yes, and also
we are
throwing him is an interesting guy. Like Cliff said, make sure you got to put a glove on when you throw that guy. There's a pusher prop, and yeah, you don't want to cut your fingers off. So
and we are actually working on that. Like a new strategy for takeoff. I'm not sure if we do it on the next one, but it's a work in progress. Yeah, so there is something in the pipeline for that.
Yes, maybe to get a better, cleaner takeoff so we get up to speed. Because I think what the problem was on the last live stream, is that I don't think it got up to speed. What are your thoughts? What do you think of slingshot the takeoff? Oh, I think Cliff might be onto something there. Is what we might be thinking. Let's see what do you think? It's a little bit of a nozzle. Should be right. Slingshot the takeoff. Yes, that's an interesting thought, and I quite like it. There's great minds think alike there, Cliff. And, yes, and what have you been up to this week? Did you get to go out flying? Hopefully, people did get to go out flying or make something this week. The weather hasn't been that great, so it's kind of an indoor kind of.
Nice. So he's going to.
So what's he doing? We going to load him in? Yep, all good. Okay. What's he say? It does beg the question, Cliff says, if it's a low speed problem with the tower, then how will you land? Well, landing's never our issue. Usually, interesting question. Yeah, so normally when we fly our jet, we haven't actually done that on live stream, have we? But we might be planning something coming up.
The main reason why we've been wanting to do the jet on live stream, but the main problem.
To answer your question.
The main problem about him is the takeoff. The takeoff. So it makes us look bad, basically. It's got tiny little wheels and it goes along flat out. It's got EDS, 64 millimeter, and it goes along, and the ground's really, really bumpy because it's on grass, and it goes for takeoff, and then the wheels fall off just before launch. Pretty much like what 50-50. Pretty much, yeah.
Could go either way.
So we're trying to work on that, plus the micro talent at the same time, and other upcoming projects. So maybe the catapult isn't such
slingshot thingy,
but it has to be modular to be able to do different aircraft.
Yeah, we have quite a few, and we're still wondering about how to take off successfully take off the
Kapari.
No, I was thinking about the jet wing. And also, how do we get the wingsuit man taken off, since we can't get enough lift in that build that we have with the multicopter? So there you go, some inside.
And there's obviously the option is a cliff, but
we don't have any cliffs up here unless somebody else can think of.
We'll be racking our brains trying to think of a cliff.
Because we want to send the wingsuit man out there, but then we haven't come across a cliff or something for that initial throw. Michael says that the wheels fall off exactly like the U2 spy plane. That's cool. The Dragon Lady you're referring to, very cool. Yeah, it's a great plane. Have we ever seen one, like a model one?
I've seen videos of it. It's pretty cool.
Interesting plane, that one. Very cool. Yeah, you could do that kind of thing. We have actually seen that go badly wrong. Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. What happened is that when
this wasn't the YouTube.
This isn't a YouTube. This is just another person's plane. So what we're talking about, guys, is a plane, and then what they have is what would you call it, like a little trolley, like a trolley with wheels. So what happens? The idea is as you go for takeoff, you pull up, and then the trolley stays, and then the plane takes away. That's the idea. And obviously, when it lands, it just lands on the ground or whatever. That's fine. The time that we saw it go badly wrong was it stayed. The trolley stayed on the plane. Yeah, not so good.
Not so good. And the interesting thing about the U2, it's only got like, is it one or two?
Two wheels.
Two wheels, like a bicycle on the fuselage. This is interesting plane.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, it would be pretty sick to go and fly in that plane. The real plane I'm talking about. Up at that altitude, that would be an epic mission for sure. Because you need an O2 bottle and everything. You're in space, my man. You're in space.
Okay, so he's busy thinking away.
He's busy thinking away. So maybe we'll jump over to the other computer.
Yeah,
and
get on to
start working on them. So which part was he making, Richard?
So he was making the rocket part.
So he's making this part. That let's say I'm the man, and he's making that part there. Let's say that's not very good.
That's
scale.
terrible.
But it effectively the same. Oh, if I turn that picture over there, you might be able to see it here. So this is the Iron Man guy, if you can see it. And there you go. So this is not our design, but Cliff's is a bit cold up your way at the moment. Seems that summer's left us pretty quickly. Yeah, it's a bit of a rough one, to be honest. It's been sunny.
We came back from Auckland.
Well, I think we took the weather with us. What?
I think we brought it with us.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But normally we'd be out and about doing our thing, but we're kind of locked inside. What's the world coming to? But so this is not our design. The Iron Man.
I think it was the links in the description of where we.
Yes, a very cool person out there that made this available to people. So, but they didn't make it with a rocket for some reason. So there you go. So he's kind of like that. If you can kind of see what he looks like. So that's the plan anyway. So hopefully what we're going to do is put this, something like that on. Hang on, maybe I'll zoom it in. Like that. And no, hang on. No. Yeah, like that kind of thing. But obviously a lot smaller and a bit more cooler scaling. So here we have two little winglets on the sides just to keep stabilization. Is the plan. And then, yes. What's he doing, Reggie? Is he okay? We'll just check on him. If we're not happy, we'll clean them out and then do it again. Propsa says, hello, everyone, and fellow FPV rippers. Cheers, my man. And your live stream earlier today was epic. It's cool. Nice.
Yeah.
And thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. Feel free to comment, like, and share. All appreciated. And yes, this is we're back in the workshop. So and we're working.
And that's the Creality Hi in the background.
Yes, that's the.
It says hi.
The Creality Hi says hi. Hang on, point to it with your rocket. There it is. So yes, you might have guessed. If you're just joining us, we are doing 3D printed rockets. And on live stream, what we're going to do is the plan is. There you go. So I didn't actually tell you the whole plan. So the plan is what we're going to do is we're going to make this guy, print him out, right? And then we're going to chase him with an FPV camera. Drone.
While live streaming.
While live streaming, so you guys can see.
Nothing could go wrong on that, right? We don't expect too much of ourselves. All good? So he's just checking on the K1 in the background there. All good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to start on the design process for the Creality print. So here we are. So So this is Ironman. I think you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Yeah, so the idea of the game, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the software, but yeah, so this is Creality Print. You can select your colors up here. So in this case, it's got a CFS, as you can see. That's the real deal there. So CFS, and we've chosen red, gold, white, and grey, which seems to be Ironman's colors. And so the idea of the game is, rather than painting it in post, which there's nothing wrong with, and we're more than capable of doing with
airbrushing, which we have done on a live stream on that. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so we've touched on that a little bit. And we've done our own little models and figurines and stuff in the past too.
Yeah.
So in this one, we're gonna utilize the
painting software.
Painting software. Yeah, I was trying to think of the right words, but yeah.
Do you need a picture, Reggie?
Yeah.
Here's my phone. You can use it.
So yeah, here's Iron Man. He's already in a sort of a flight-looking. He looks pretty cool. There he goes. Yeah,
it's 4% in, which is so we're going good.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And the idea of the game, he's already scaled. I think we put him at 210 millimeters high.
So how high is that?
And
do you have a ruler? Hang on, go get a ruler.
Yeah. So while Harry's doing that, I'll start on the painting process, I think. So you click that little painting icon, which is the one at the top right there, and we dive straight into it. Okay, so yeah, so we've got 4 colors to play with at the moment. Obviously, you can add another CFS if you want in the future. But we're going to start with
the 210. What does that look at? Here's a classic ruler. So he is 210. So he's about that high.
Yeah.
So he's not quite 30 centimeter ruler. Would be 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter would be without there. So yeah, he's fairly large, and he will fit inside the build plate, which is good. So,
yeah, it's all good. Okay, so what does Iron Man's face look like here? Just sourcing a color of what he'll look like, because I don't really want to get it wrong. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go off that one. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to just start. We're going to start with gold, I think.
Gold, like Dr. No, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that was kind of one of my favorite James Bond. Michael says, although you only have 4 colors loaded, if you do some clever filament swaps mid-print, then you can print more colors. Oh, master. No, thanks for the tip, my man. That's good. Michael also says, just needs more thinking. Sad face. But yes, that's good. Good idea. Well, I wouldn't know, would it?
No, I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. So we're going to do a little bit of painting.
Yeah, that's the idea of the game. So yeah.
Very cool. So we do appreciate you all tuning in this evening for us. It's about 5:28 p.m. up here or over here, and it is a Friday. There you go. So there you go. We got the K1 in the background is running. Hang on, if I just turn Richard's.
Oh, you got to shut off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll bring the camera. Hang on. While Richard starts his painting procedure. There you go. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So there you go. We're at, what's that one? It says 11%. So there you go. That's kind of what the rocket rocket backpack will look like. Is that going? Yeah. There you go. He's a go on, which is good. Which is good to see. And yeah. So there you go. Hang on. There you go. There you go. Plug you guys into power, otherwise we don't want it to stop. So there you go. Hang on. There you go. So you can see what Richard's doing. So there you go. Yeah. So this particular when we did we've done this twice on on our episodes, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this particular one here. Hang on, maybe you can see. This one here, there he is. He is out of PLA lightweight. But the one that we'll be making will be hyper PLA. We use, which kind of motors were there? If you're not sure about the model rockets out there, I could bring one over. I'll share. Hang on.
Yeah.
So we have one left that we've been saving for this live stream exclusively. So what did we do? We ignited 2 on one episode about 3D printed rockets. Which you can go back and have a look on the episode. And we also ignited one. Was it 1A on the FPV rocket helicopter episode, which was a first in the world to see that sort of thing, and successfully got successful ignition. And what size was that? That was like a C, and we ignited an A motor. What size is this one?
It's just
so this is an A motor. If you hang on, I can't show the brand. We can't show the brand, but because we're not endorsed, so we can't show you the brand on that one. But this is what they look like if you've never seen one up close. Kind of interesting. It says a lot of hazards in the back that you must read, and T's and C's apply. Kind of interesting, fellas. We always keep these things dry and safely away from little people and those sorts of things touching them, because they are, after all, they are flammable and explosive and kind of dangerous things. But this is just an A motor, so I'm not sure how much of a kick this guy will good, but hopefully, we're hoping enough to get the job done. We normally, that was the only ones they had in the shop, so that's the ones we could get. Normally, what do we normally use? C's, wasn't it?
Yeah, normally C's.
But normally, like a C motor, they do go right up to giant motors, but you need these are the ones you can buy off the shelf. Then you need tickets and those sorts of things for the more bigger, badder, more exciting ones out there, which is fair enough. You don't want everybody just playing around with them. But yes, so this is an A. And the last time we fired the A, it didn't go that excitingly well. Actually, the rocket went up and then kind of turned around, and then it nearly hit me, which you can look at on the rocket helicopter episode. You should be able to see that.
It's right now he's running for his life.
So you can see that one as watch as many times as you like for a laugh. But yes, but it did ignite the helicopter and gave it a hell of a boost. So maybe it might have been just the powder. I'm not sure, but it was a hell of a kick. So yes. And what are you doing, Richard? I'm just gonna pop this back while you're doing that.
I just started the design process, the colouring. It's all got to be done to make him look good. So we're just working on this little bit here on his head. It's just a colouring process, and you got to get through it. So you want it to look good. Yeah. Do you have any particular way that you want this done?
Which model are you going to go with? Are you going to go with the Mark? What do you guys reckon? What Mark version of Ironman should we colour? I was thinking maybe the Mark III, but we are open for suggestions, of course. It's your decision. So we're open for ideas. So the colours we have red, we have gold, we have black. Yeah, you're pretty sure. We don't have any silver, do we?
No, not this day.
Off axis says Mark 9. Any idea what the Mark 9 looked like?
I don't know. Look it up online. Yeah, try it.
He also says, I hear the future is bright. Cheers, my man. Yeah, it's always bright.
The sun's bright.
The sun's bright, and we also appreciate you tuning in. So it's already brighter.
I was working at your competition today. I was thinking of making. We were thinking of putting a video.
Oh yeah, we made the video.
We made the video. I was just wondering. Can you send a link through about where we post it to? Do you upload it as a YouTube video and then
share cost it to Discord, or
can you do it straight from YouTube and then just link it? Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Yeah, we did make a video especially for that your WLRC competition. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Yes, YouTube and link on the Discord.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, so people
okay.
so people watching in the future, yeah, so go over to Off Axis's channel and check that out, because we're going to be entering, so you can beat us.
Well, I'm sure you could. Yeah. Well, we're what? Okay. Well, we mainly do test flying. We're kind of like test pilots of the drone. I think that's kind of what we do. I quite like testing something that hasn't been flown before. But there's many sick as pilots out there do flips, Rubik's cubes, and upside down. So yes, you'll be seeing all that over on the WLRC challenge. There you go.
Yeah.
You guys going to have to join us for live stream judge night in the summer? Yes. Or do you mean the winter for us? Yes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, sounds good. Mark 9. Hang on. No. I'm cheating. I'm using Google. I should just know.
Yeah.
The World. This is what the official name is. The World Long Range Challenge Series. There you go. There you go. No, I want to know what the Mark 9 is. Hang on. He's only joking.
No.
No, it's pretty set. I can't show you the. I can't turn the camera to show you, but that would be kind of a breach of the Google thing. But very cool.
Is it golden?
It's pretty much gold and red, and got a nice blue/white in its chest.
Really? Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, no worries.
Mainly red, and red is cool.
But
So-
his face is the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll paint it the Mark 9, people.
Right, no, there you
Does he have any gold?
There you go. I'll just bring it over there. Yes.
Which one's that? On this one, on the right.
I think it's the right one. Yeah. It's generally speaking, if you choose
Iron Man's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty much all his suits are cool.
Yes, I actually like the one where he's got on a suitcase from the original series of Iron Man. So yes, there's a Canadian version of Captain America you should do. It's an interesting one. Iron Man, Captain America's cool. Richard, actually 1 year. That's a little insight for you. 1 year, Richard dressed up as put the
Costume on.
the costume
Like
on
cosplay type stuff.
for Armageddon Expo 1 year.
I don't know why it's good. It's basically Comic-Con for New Zealand.
Captain Canuck. Ugh, sweet.
Yeah.
Ben Casey says, welcome there, Ben. Thanks so much for tuning in. Great meeting you lads at the Creality event the other weekend. Cheers, brother.
Nice.
How's my flying tank coming along? Yeah, sick idea, by the way. Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
It's just parked up in the workshop.
Yeah, just around the corner right over there. Oh, hang on, I'm just going to check on that. But yes,
thanks very much for
thanks
coming
for
along.
tuning in.
Awesome, and thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so in case you're just tuning in, we're working on was it the Mark 9? Yeah, the Mark 9.
Yeah.
The Mark 9 flying Iron Man. So here's the
What is that rocket boost?
with a rocket boost, because this is our channel, so we just go for it.
We go for it and send it. Do we want to break it? No, we don't. But you got to risk it to get the biscuit. I think that was Cliff's idea there.
Yeah. Cliff put us up to it.
Cliff put us up to it. So yeah.
How good do I need to do this color stuff?
Yeah, somebody.
Reasonably.
Well,
okay.
the other option is just do kind of a general thing, and then we can go back and do all the hard work later on. But yes, that's the Creality Hi that I think some people saw at the event, and that was the one that you did see at the event, wasn't it? It's the same one.
The exact same one, yeah.
Yes, very cool to have Creality on board sponsoring the channel. We couldn't do without you guys. And as some of you guys know on the channel, you'll see a lot of this one. But that's our secret for the people that went to the event. You can't tell yet. So yes,
Yeah.
So there you go.
Secret squirrel.
Secret squirrel stuff.
That's right, yeah. So yeah, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Just the
for this
tip
one.
of the iceberg. Off axis out there is going, what's he talking about? Cliffside. I don't know. What's he on about? But you will be seeing it, I can guarantee you. Be a first in the world for sure.
You'll be seeing it, all right.
Cliff says, I don't want to be held responsible for anything, not even the things I do. Yeah, nice, brother. Ben says, yep, we'll keep that one secret. Squirrel safe. Yes, nice. Yeah, that's going to be a cool one. I am looking forward to it. and we're just what are we doing? We can say that we are getting parts for it. Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great one, and you'll probably see it a bit on the live stream. I think coming up for the secret squirrel project. Yes, I think you'll see it. How could you not? Yeah. That's cool. And how are we going with colouring, Richard?
Yeah,
it's a pretty slick system that Creality have come up with. Pretty straightforward. It's just pretty much like paint, like the old school paint. Yeah. It's just you click the paint button and you apply the paint. So there you go.
Paint.
It's pretty good system. We used it to make the jet wing. The jet wing man, which is just parked up over there, just resting, and he's on his back.
Siesta.
A little siesta. It seems to be the way he likes to sit. We haven't worked out a way of launching him yet, which is an interesting one, and we haven't finished off the electronics, but we will be. And
what do you guys?
Video will be coming up. It won't take too long to do the electronics. I don't think, unless we're putting a flight controller on.
Yeah. What do you guys reckon? Should we put a flight controller on them initially, or should we wait?
It does take a while to do the audio part flight controller kind of system, and then it kind of delays. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon
should we go for broke straight away and go put the flight controller in, or should we?
Normally when we do any sort of thing, we, like Cliff was saying, is that he doesn't want to be held responsible. But it was his idea to do the PWM for the microtower. That was Richard's idea. But yes, we normally, that's the normal way we normally do our planes and those sorts of things, is we just do a PWM. Ben says, I'd go for broke, but I'm not great at poker. Very true. Cliff says, I do think a flight controller might help. Yeah.
I was leaning that way too, I think.
So I don't know. What kind of flight controller do you think you put in, if you did have one?
We have something like
that? We do have one, but I was kind of saving it. I guess maybe a Speedy B or something.
I have to put some thought into it.
I'll think about that one. So we've got 50-50 poll right there. It does help. It's always good to have other people's opinions.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's our decision. But yes, hang on. I'm just going to check.
As Cliff said at the time, we're the ones who are responsible.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so just colouring in the eyes now at the moment. Seems to be going well. So the Mark 9 is what it is.
No, yes, and the what is this? The K1 is running nicely in the background. It shouldn't take too long.
What, 30 minutes, I think?
Something like that, not too long. And we'll bring that part across to you guys in a second when that's finished, and show you what the design is, because it's easier to see in digital, in reality than digital space. Although, you want me to carry on? Yep.
Yeah. So I did one eye.
One eye. All right, here it is. Are we going wide or not? Successfully saved.
I do think a flight controller might help. Interesting.
Did you just save this?
I did just save it. Yeah. All good.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Flight controller might be the way to go with the jet wing. The only thing that might concern would be.
Oh, it's coming along. If you can see,
would be the orientation with a flight controller.
Oh, it's Iron Man. What's the song of Iron Man? I was going to start singing
the
Lion
Man, weren't you?
Yeah. So that's an inside joke for the New Zealanders out there watching this channel. You'd know about the Lion Man.
It didn't go that well for him.
No.
So, anyway. So we live in the Bay of Islands, and then maybe like 45 minutes away is a place called Carmo, which is where the Lion Man sat.
It was very cool when he came out. Lion Man was the shizzle, as it were, and we all like lions, white tigers.
Yeah, it's kind of like a safari type park with wildcats.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
Yeah, I don't want to wreck the surprise, but
yeah, is it still?
I think it's still good.
Yeah. So kind of like Auckland Zoo or any zoo, but they had more rare
white tigers. We never actually went.
No, we missed out. Very cool.
Yeah.
Off Axis says being. Oh, yeah, it's all good. How's that one going?
50%.
Yeah, 50%. So that's good. Off Axis says, hey, it says Off Axis trademark. Oh, nice. Didn't notice that before. Anyway, being twins, do you think one of yours are better at one part of the hobby and the other is better with one thing? If I had a twin, I'd get him to do the soldering and coding. It's an interesting question. I think that's generally the case with anybody. Everybody's got their own speciality, but we generally, if one person has a skill, say, can do one particular task, we generally teach each other. So we're kind of at cross. But like say music or something like that, I can play the drums, whereas Richard doesn't go near them because they're my drums. And he plays like the bass guitar and those sorts of things. So we did get specialized in the music world when we were hard out into the music world.
That's right.
We still practice, but
yeah.
not as much as we should.
Mainly
It's just not enough time in the day.
Mainly because we're just doing this, right?
I know, right?
But yeah, no, we used to write our own songs and everything. Yeah, no. We actually recorded a what would you call it? Like a sound studio in Auckland. It was quite a fancy one. It's called York Street. So yeah, that was pretty cool. When AC/DC cancelled, we got in there. So yeah, big deal. It was cool. You guys seem to just take over each other's tasks, which is good. But I want my twin to do what I want to help me make tasks faster. Okay. Well, maybe what you're talking about is like a man droid or
an Iron Man.
Or an Iron Man. I guess Iron Man, and is it the second one when they have? Yeah, the second one. He's got the bad guy's got
man droid. What the hell? The heck's a man droid?
A droid.
The Clone Wars. There you go. It's an idea.
Clone Wars.
Well. Nice.
Oh yeah, clone. Yeah. I think New Zealand.
No, we spoke about that.
Yeah. I think we made some.
Yeah, we can't go down that joke too much. We get into trouble, man. We're getting into trouble.
Something about. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. No. I guess we've never had any real issues with that. Sometimes people get us confused, like family members. Even on the phone, apparently our voice sounds quite similar. So can you have a doppelganger voice?
No, I don't know.
Has anybody else met someone that looked quite similar to them, other than obviously me and Harry, but in real life?
Of themselves.
I remember watching a chat show. I can't remember, was it? It might have been Craig Ferguson, and he was with Colin Farrell. Yeah, so that's the guy that plays the Penguin at the moment. And he met someone on the audience, I think, came up and they showed him a picture of
we're going back. Yeah, okay.
of someone, and they were out drinking or having a good time at a party, and they got photos with Colin Farrell. At least they thought he was Colin Farrell, but clearly it wasn't, because the real Colin Farrell doesn't have bushy eyebrows in that scale. So it was like, 5 times bushy eyebrows. But other than that, he looked identical.
So the people out there that know that Colin Farrell, if he's watching, yeah, he's a cool dude, and
obviously an actor and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But not related to Iron Man.
No. Tony Stark. What do you think of Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, cool Iron Man.
Yeah. Cool. So he was the guy that actually started the whole Marvel thing off, wasn't it? And then I think it was Iron Man, the first one, and then it went Captain America, First Avenger. Is that how it went?
I think they did Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Cliff says you guys look pretty similar. Yeah, funny that. Yeah. You might even be brothers, you reckon? Fair enough.
Yes. Same hairdresser. No. Yeah, maybe.
What was the program that Robert Downey Jr. was doing with the cars?
His dream cars.
That's right. I think it was just called Robert Downey Jr. Dream Cars, and
it was doing electric cars and.
It was a guy. It was a guy from, I think it was from YouTube. He converts cars into. I think he was just changing his rider, right? One was like a can't remember, Dodge,
big American
big American trucks, and somewhere and various type like SUVs, and Cadillacs and things like that. They would change them over different things. Some were like conversions, some were electric, obviously. Some were a biodiesel. It was kind of cool. Yeah.
An interesting series. We didn't get to watch all of it.
Off axis is trademark. That's it. Fair enough.
TM.
Is that like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Probably.
That's 30% of YouTube right there.
Trademark.
Pick what?
30% of the time, every time.
Every time, 30%.
30% of the time, every time. Trademark. Yep, that's right. Yeah. No, you got to be trademarked. Hashtag trademark.
How are we going over there with you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So he's got some eyes now. There you go. Yeah, so you can kind of see what
60%. We're going good.
So I'm not sure how much of this guy will get him done, but we'll
just continue through it.
We'll just continue through it, and we will print them, and then it'll be part of the live stream. So maybe it'll become a series if you guys want to see that sort of thing.
I think they do. Most of the time, all the time.
What was the official quote? I think it was by the Ant-Man guy on Anchorman.
First one.
2, I think.
Yeah. First one, is that?
30% of the time works every day. I think he's talking about cologne or something. I'm not sure exactly.
Also says, dude, it's insane how many people trying to use the name Off Axis on other platforms.
Oh, really?
Well, that's good that you're popular. You know, maybe those are the twins that we're talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
And Cliff says maybe that's final. Yeah, that's final.
Nice.
So we're 60% on the K1 at the moment with the backpack rocket.
Maybe I do his chest cavity.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We got white over there.
Yeah. It's just a bit. We're gonna have the arc reactor. It's gonna be white.
Oh, you should have put your arc reactor on. You got a t-shirt.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't have
an Iron Man t-shirt?
Actually, the Comic-Con that we were talking about, which is called Armageddon here in New Zealand, don't know why. Anyway,
it's not the end of the world.
It's just the name. I don't know. Anyway, so Comic-Con, yeah, in New Zealand. We ended up chatting to a guy that had a full Iron Man hand, just like Tony Stark. It was really good. It articulated it and lit up, and it was really well done. Like really.
Craftsmanship, you can see.
It was really good. Yeah.
That's what people want to see when I see a movie quote.
Off Axis says, and that's the way the cookie crumbles is my favorite. Yeah.
Classic.
Cliff says, so tell me a bit about this Creality Hi machine.
Oh yeah.
Where's it supposed to sit within the range? Interesting.
It's a great question there, Cliff. We don't know all the information, but I would say from a professional point of view, I would say it's a beginner printer, but it can be up with like the CFS. It can go straight away to what you want, like multicolor printing, and
that's right.
It can go straight to kind of because it's not an enclosure. So yeah,
you said it looks a bit small.
So is the strength? It's multicolor.
I think so. Yes, I believe that's the way the
game. So I think their idea is that they can make the way the Creality would be marking it, wouldn't it be? It would be for like a beginner person that then they want to upgrade and they want to do those cool things. Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
Off Axis is on the range like the meadow near Ender 3. Yes. But we saw our Ender 3 is running, isn't he? There he is. You can turn the camera over. No, I mean just turn this camera.
Yep, he's still good. Yes.
We mainly do what do we do? Mainly unhinged.
Joke accept. That's right. Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah.
What do we normally make on them?
The Ender.
Yeah, we normally
make that guy there.
We made all the 3D printed planes on Ender.
So basically, last year he was our jam.
Yes. It's absolutely our jam. We make everything.
Everything. So all
our stuff on YouTube for sure, and all our projects.
The microtalon was made on them, wasn't it?
Yeah, the tornado.
Tornado was made on them. Lots of things. He still does all the TPU parts and
all drone stuff.
And then like little plates and things like that. He's still good. So the Creality Hi, the little tip that you should take away if you're going to go that way, which is totally cool. There's a little
so it will be covered on the episode on Tuesday.
Yeah. So what we
Off Axis is Creality Kings. That's actually quite a good name.
So there's a little cap here.
Yeah. So this is the most essential part of the
So a little,
Creality Hi.
So a little lens cap here. Make sure it's in the right position. Yeah, you don't want to get it wrong. It does some funky things, but otherwise, all good.
Do not even turn it on if it's not in the
Make
perfect
sure it's in the prescribed position.
down position.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think even with ours, I think I'll tape it down with a bit of tape.
Yeah,
just to make it perfect.
But yeah, so you can link it to your phone, and I think we only did that today. This morning, yeah. But yeah, it works fine.
Like the K2 one. How far do you want to go out with? Like all the way out?
You can leave it like that for now. And you can carry on and do something else. You said Creality High, Creality Low, Creality Mid. Nice setup. That's right. Actually, you're right. Yeah, it's like the full range right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it.
But yeah, each have their own merits, and we have each. And then you turn that way, and then there's another one running.
Oh,
yeah. But yes, each have their own thing, and each have their own job in our world.
And off axis says something looks a lot like a bamboo A1 though. That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes. There's obviously some similarities, like car designers. You can notice that Aston Martin looks somewhat similar to
like Ford. They're just like the front.
That's right, because the designers move around and they get inspiration from each other. So yes, there's certainly some overlap. Yol says, "Hey, nice to see you again." He says,
"Yo,
you need the meat."
Nice. Yeah. So here we go. This is thanks for tuning in, my man. And this is Ironman.
Rocketman.
Ironman Rocketman is the idea on the live stream.
Off axis says,
reading from the Creality handbook. Okay, so what are we doing?
Go and check on that printer in the background.
How we going?
83%.
83%.
4 minutes remaining.
Oh, all right.
That's pretty good. 4 minutes for that guy. So that's the first stage in the build. So we're making at the moment. We're making the K1 is.
We'll bring it over when it's all done.
Yeah, it's all done. Bring out. He is making the backpack, which is the rocket explosive that will be attached to the Ironman himself to go for launch because.
And then we're gonna.
It's a cool idea, so why not? You don't need too many. You don't need to justify yourself. It's cool. So what? Yeah.
Don't justify our decisions, our life decisions. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Same with drone manufacturers. Oh yes,
that's right. There's always an overlap. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yep. There's always an overlap. And I guess the same sort of applies with directors of films and those kind of things. Don't know, they take inspiration from each other and do something similar.
Although a trailer director doesn't always do the same.
Trailer director is different from a feature director. They are often different, unless you're talking about Lord of the Rings. It's the same director. Off axis says almost all of the products are under patent pending, so people can copy to a point. That's correct. Yes, that is the
downside to patent pending.
That is the downside to patent pending, but there's always merits to it as well.
That is true.
Yeah, it's good to share some designs and things.
Is it 5 years? Is it 5 years for painting?
And then it expires, right? Once you post it. I don't think you can renew it and make it last longer. I don't think that's how it works.
That's why KFC they keep their flavor
spices.
Spices.
Yeah, spices. Ofx says in North America and China, you can only copyright parts, not the whole design. Yes, that's right. Yola says I'm still going to find the movie that both of you guys are in.
Very kind, very kind.
Actually, we're in. We are in a film. If it's not a film, it's what is it? It's a sort of a documentary, I guess, or TV show. TV show when we were kids. It was called Let's Get Inventing. So if you hunt through archives, you actually see us. We do cameo in Let's Get Inventing. So there you go. Officer says Debbie does New Zealand. No, I don't think it's Debbie.
No, I met a Deborah.
Yeah, we used to work with a Deborah. She was nice. Yeah. But she liked to be called Debbie.
She did.
Yeah.
I made that mistake once. Don't follow my lead.
If she's watching, I'm sorry, Debbie.
Yeah.
I
Cool person.
nearly got it wrong, man.
Yeah, cool person. People are yes, that's just people are very
Particular
particular
That's
about
cool.
names. Like I am Harry and this is Richard. So yeah.
Hello, yeah. No. Yeah. So what else could you say about the Creality Hi? Is there anything? Well, to be honest, we haven't used it all that much. We
made one part, didn't we? And so what we thought was just show you straight away.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at the part we made?
Yeah. Right.
So we haven't done any multicolour printing on it.
Oh, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
When did we do that? No.
We've done multicolour printing on.
Have we?
Yep. That's what's in the episode.
Oh snap! I forgot about that. Oh snap! Okay, so this is a little sneak peek of what's coming up on the episode.
Yeah. This guy.
On one of the episodes.
So this actually appeared at the expo that we're at.
But not
not on.
That was made on the K2.
This was made on the Creality Hi, whereas the others were made on the Creality 2, the K2, sorry.
Quality seems good.
And seems fine, yeah. It's all good. So this is made on the Creality Hi. Yeah, so you can see the little colors, detail. It's all pretty good. Yeah.
No faults.
So yeah, no faults. Yeah, no problem. I think it did 5 changes from memory, and it came out to
Yeah, it seems about the same speed as that guy running over there. Speed-wise.
Y'all asked, whatever happened to the face that you printed? Interesting.
Interesting. Nice. So
Good call.
Good call. So what y'all was talking about is a live stream, 2 live streams that we did a while ago. So I know it wasn't on the net for a little bit of time. Did you ever get jetpacks? Okay, so there you go. So there he is there. There he is right there. And then it's kind of with the gloom of the light, Richard.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit daunting. So there he is, in all his glory. So yes, he does have 2 70mm EDF jet turbines on him, and yes, they do run jetpacks all the way. Says off axis. Yes, cheers, man. And yes, this guy is not a toy. He will be flying. Gnarly, thanks, man. Yes, and there's an episode about him on the channel. The first part, and we'll be bringing out the second part.
Sure,
A little bit to the right, Richard.
I'm working on it.
We're currently editing the second part that you guys haven't seen yet. But yes, he will be flying, and he has FPV on his winglet.
Right.
I think it's his
Left shoulder.
Left shoulder. So, and also he's kind of like.
It takes quite a lot of ideas from the wingsuit design that we made. And so, yes, he will have a parachute to land. We're not landing on the ground. He's parachute man.
He's a jet man.
Yeah, we want to make him authentic as he can be.
Yeah, he's not landing the like wheels and all that.
Yeah, no, he's parachute. Yola says he needs a Superman costume.
That's another idea. Oh, great idea.
Great ideas, guys.
Nice. Keep them coming. Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go. A bit of that there. Hang on.
How are you doing over there?
Yeah, just putting his little chest cavity thing going on.
What do you reckon? Is painting's okay? I think it's
it's finished, I think. Maybe bring the camera.
I'll bring him over. I'll leave it there and I'll
that way we don't knock the receptions. We don't lose signal. I don't want to move it too much.
Yeah, all done.
He's done?
Done.
Okay, so that there is the off-axis says Hawkeye seems popular soon. Yes. Are you talking about the character, the Jeremy Renner? He's a cool dude. Yes, Hawkeye is a cool dude, and I think that's what you're referring to. A great character in the Avengers universe. So this is sparkly back from our sponsors, KIWIFIL. It's interesting. It's a little bit different from the other filaments. Yes, if you can see really closely, there's a little bit of sparkle added into it. So this is what 5%. 5%. I think Yozel says they are just about to release a new. Oh, hang on. Pop goes the weasel. Ta-da! Yozel says they're just about to release a new Superman movie. I think I might catch it on the algorithm. Yeah, nice. Alphaxis says, on Superman new movie. Nice. Yes. Yeah, the Superman. Which one? Who is the new actor for that? So Henry Cavill was the last one, right? But I think he's doing 007, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he should be a good 007. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a cool dude. Superman. Who is the actor of the new Superman? Because there's been a few. The going right back to the cool dude that accidentally fell off that horse, which was kind of.
I'll take that filament out, right? Take the filament out?
Yeah, retract it. Yeah. Your retract was it 228? Yeah, because we won't be using him just yet. Superman is dope, yeah, for sure. Offx also says they are using a better Clark Kent, if you're asking me. Nice, okay, sweet.
I think we saw the trailer for it, but it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so.
It was a little while ago we saw it.
Yeah, very cool. Superman's a cool dude.
We used to watch Smallville on TV, which was. I think we own a couple of DVDs on it.
Yeah, Smallville's good.
Yeah. For those people who know what was the shizzle at one point in time.
Smallville.
So yeah. So the idea of that, there we go. There you go. It looks pretty simple in nature because it is.
It's very simple, and the rocket motor goes in the back of that, and then that guy can get stuck to the back of. When you think about it, it seems like Lucas, but get stuck to the back of Iron Man, and then he'll be. Offx says because I lived in the Smallville. Oh, he lived in Smallville as a background actor for season 2. Wow, very cool, man. Nice, very cool. Nice.
That's actually really cool.
Like
well, what did you do on as an extra on a show like that? That'd be cool.
It's still one of our favorite shows. Yeah, it's all filmed. Yeah, it's all filmed here. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You guys have got cool. You guys have got cool guys. Who else have we got? Who else? The Heartland is filmed over there because we're into the horses. And apparently Amber Marshall, the lead, if you're into horses, you know who we're talking about. She just came to the Bay of Islands. So cheers to her. That was cool. But she didn't drop in or anything. It's a bit of a shame. But that's all right. Just a townsfolk walking around. Nice. Very cool on Smallville. So there you go, Richard. Superman. That's cool. Yeah, nice. That's going. So yes, we're working on the gold right here, doing our thing. There's many different types of Iron Man. There's the silver ones, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And there's Iron Man's just a cool dude. Very cool. He's coming around. How are we getting on, Richard? Yeah, all good. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of very similar size and dimensions as this guy. What program are you guys using? The program we are using is Creality Print is the software that we're running, and it is the best one for Creality software. We have run other softwares out there for a cutter, but we have found that this one's can run the fastest and most streamlined. Like we did use Cura. We do use Cura on the Ender over there, but that's just how he rolls. Supernatural, no. Supernatural's a cool series. We were watching that this morning. Yeah, in the comics, there's a whole lot of different versions of the suit, and there's a different version of War Machine. Yes. And he also says he also later in some storylines gets merged with alien tech. Nice. Hopefully they bring out that version. I like to see that that version of Iron Man. It's cool. It's kind of like Batman when he goes and does different things sometimes. He'll it's like I was thinking like Nightmare Batman or Batman from Year One.
Or Batman Judge Dredd, where they do a crossover.
Yeah, nice.
And then they arrest at the end of it either Judge Dredd arrested somebody, serves like 10 years in a penitentiary
Very cool.
because he's Judge Dredd. I think it's for being a vigilante, I think, from memory. So yeah, don't hack that guy off. I think Batman sometimes does a cameo crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, another one of our favorite guys.
How's it going?
Yeah, we're getting it.
Yeah, it's a process. You gotta make it look nice, right? You also see he likes the crossovers in different dimensions. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. Yeah, when they do that. I did that on the TV series Green Arrow. He did quite a. I think it's DC now we're talking, but he did a crossover with the Flash and Supergirl and those type of things. So it's cool when they sort of get together.
That was a cool series. Yeah, that was a cool one. That actor was cool, and we also that's the reason why we made a salmon ladder in our backyard because of that one series.
Oh,
if you know what a salmon ladder is, you know what we're talking about.
Have you seen Batman? He will last, and he's a crazy villain. Is that the one where he's half? He's the Joker, and he's controlled by the Joker. Might be.
Yeah. Also, there'd be a cool one to see. Would be the Batman when he's up against the owls.
And he says
House of Owls is it called?
Yeah. He says that between the 2018 and 2023, you'll see in the same with Green Arrow and the Flash and Supergirl. If you watch closely. Oh, okay. Interesting. It'd be interesting being an actor in the background. It does. And there's one thing I've always wondered about in films. Do people obviously there's lots of cameras and stuff around and sound technicians and all those kind of things. But sometimes there must be a case in like say like a gun sequence or in this case, I guess in action heroes is a bit obvious in Iron Man and stuff. It'd be a bit obvious in the sequence, but in like say an action film, there must be a time where someone just like dive tackles the person because they think it's like a real gun or something, right?
That's true.
It must happen. Like certainly when they're going through like subways and things like that. This says Joker leaves some kind of toxin that gets into Batman and kind of makes him go crazy and becomes worse than the Joker, but very similar to his mentality. Interesting. Interesting. And I have heard of that. I think it's a modified suit and everything, and it's all super prepared and organized.
Okay, nice.
Except for what was the film with Gene Hackman and he just went for it?
There was Gene Hackman's, but also there was a famous movie. Which was the one where they did the
they were talking about car chases, but nobody knew there was a car chase. They just filmed it and he did it real. I'll go and check it.
Yeah.
Famous, very famous.
I can't remember the name of the movie. I think it was called like Bullet or Bullet.
Yeah, Bullet. Yeah.
And
Bullet's the French one.
Yeah. They do stunts rehearsal before shooting. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Some shows go crazy for sure. Yeah, for sure. So Iron Man's coming along nicely. And this is the Mark 9. So we're getting there.
Has been suggested.
And
so what makes the Mark 9 so special? It looks cool.
It looks cool.
I guess that's half the thing, isn't it?
Really? Yeah. You got to have looks.
I guess he does look quite similar to the Mark 9. He probably is.
Could be. I don't know.
We'll say it is.
We'll say it is now.
Yeah. It's got to be the Mark 9 if it's even painted like the Mark 9.
For sure. You can put some little gold inserts here. But yes, it's slow work, but we are making time.
The Mark 9 is more or the iconic look. Okay, well, that's what she'll be.
That's what he'll be.
He'll be. Yeah. I think the Mark 2 is the Mark 2 the one that's kind of like aerospace.
Silver.
Yeah, aerospace. That's pretty cool. I know that Adam Savage did. From Test of Mythbusters, he did a Mark II, or him and a team, I think, not just him. And they were using, I think it was 3D printing, but metal 3D printing, and they were going through the sequence to make it bulletproof, which I'm pretty sure they did to small caliber, like 9mm, that kind of thing. So yeah, and then I think in the end of the short series, they went up to the point where they used Gravity Industries jetpacks. So Mr. Browning, grandson, to fly it. So I think they had to do a modification on the hands to be able to do it. Says, I wonder how you can paint all this without being able to TPU it at all. How are you oding this? I usually have to cut it to a build plate, paint on parts, and then cut after. Yeah. I think he'll just print. Well, I guess when we did our print, when we printed our head for the jet wing, he just took a long time. Yeah, just all the changes.
Just overnight.
I think it was 17 hours for the head. So yeah, slow, but we're getting there. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it just slows it down when you got to do the changes, but be exciting nonetheless. And then,
cool.
What sort of infill are we going to use?
Because we're going for a lightweight. What do you reckon? Like 4%, 5%?
Yeah, we'll keep it thin. But yeah,
you don't really need the weight.
No.
But why not use the ARM version of this instead? The AMS version. Oh, right, you're talking about bamboo, right?
Because we don't have one.
Didn't know there was one. There are files for this already, made to print without hours of colouring.
Yeah,
but then that takes away the fun, doesn't it? We don't get to spend time with you.
Yeah.
There you go. Didn't know there was one as well.
But, yeah. I mean, you don't know. We don't know everything. We just like to think that we do. But also, yeah, I don't really like to go straight to the jump to the end.
No, it's kind of like
you got to earn it, right?
Get it. But yes.
So AMS is what you have. It's multicolour printing. Yeah, that's right. CFS. Yeah. So they're called the same thing, but yeah, I was having you on.
Nice.
Yes. No, that's absolutely right. You can get some printed files that are already prepped and ready to go. I think it's quite similar on like say Pokemon are quite popular, aren't they?
Seem to be.
Yeah, for printing stuff like that. I'm so confused. I'm just generally confused, just with life in general. But I think we can push through, and you're all good.
Yes, Pokemon used to be. Pokemon Go used to be a big thing.
Yeah, it was. It was very popular.
There used to be a well-hunted war turtle that used to live in Opal, which isn't too far from us. And there was a lot of people just randomly standing there in the middle of the road trying to get this war turtle. Didn't there? Who did?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. But yes, we didn't really get into it as much as other people, but we did go and watch people run around the park and get the Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. But not really quite related to Iron Man. So we jump back to Iron Man. He also says, in the slicer, you can choose which colors to put on which parts of the print. Some files do come auto-prepared, and then you just need to put the colors in the right slot on your multicolor machine. That's true. Very good. Very good. Alfax says, not sure what files you're using, but I hope it works out well. The multicolor files out there fit well and print great with magnets.
Awesome.
Correct. Nice.
Yeah, so the file we're using is in the link description in the tag below. But yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that print is all good, Richard?
Yeah, the K1's all happy, and I've shut it down. He's all good.
Next.
Cooled down. So yeah.
What do you think of the Creality?
Creality Hi.
Yeah, Creality Hi, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as we only sort of just got it up and running, pretty much yesterday.
It seems good. You did make that little green piece there.
Yep, we made a little catch. The backboard, as it were. We did this without the use of the CFS, which is this piece here. This piece here. Yeah, so that's the little piece where it hits the when it cuts the knob off, cuts it off and flicks it backboard, just like a basketball hoop, as it were. Basketball backboard. But yeah, it does the trick, yeah.
So where will he go? So you think about on the back of this goes. Should be cool.
Not wearable. Okay. Yes. No, I don't think we'll be making a suit that big.
Not yet.
Not yet. Should we make a fully functional Iron Man suit? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. If you want to see that, we might be able to do it.
How would you do that? Interesting, because if there was a guy in we went to it's kind of like a rock concert type thing. It's called Big Day Out here in New Zealand when we were at high school, and it was a guy did a jetpack, one of the old school jetpacks stunts where they have a big massive CO2 cylinder or O2 cylinder on their back, and they use a valve, and he just flew over the top of the crowd of like 50,000 people and landed on the other side. So maybe we could do something like that and just go for it. It's probably illegal now.
I don't know.
But I mean, it was very popular. They used to do it in like various stadiums and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a thing. Maybe we could do something like that. Offset says it makes more sense. I thought you guys were doing a suit. Yeah, next time. Next time. Here's what it says. Are you going to be using a different support material? No, I don't think so. I think we'll just use what we've got since we're probably using all the 4 colors. I know that you can use soluble material for supports, but I don't think we'll do that at this stage of the game.
We don't have any, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But if you're doing what could you? If you had is it the D3, the Ceremony D3, that can do that, can't it?
Yeah, it does. It's got 2 nozzles.
There you go.
It says, I have the files. Money face. Oh, thanks very much. Takes electronics for the helmet. Oh, okay. Interesting. The guy didn't have a jetpack. He just had a taco bar that day. Yeah.
Funny.
Did you call that a jetpack or a scuba tank? I'm not sure. It was huge though.
Oh, it was
it was really impressive to see in real life. I think it is like a very short, like he's got to get up and down in so many seconds. Like
otherwise we don't. The guy does.
Yeah, and he doesn't have like a parachute or anything. He just goes for it. Right?
Yeah, he just well rehearsed and goes through his safety.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You go for broke, right?
Go for broke.
It also says jump packs. It's a hydrogen mini motor. It's really hot too. You can't so it can't really run that long. But it was designed a little while ago. And
James Bond, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Which one? Was it in a
Thunderball?
I think it was.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Which was a very cool movie. I really like that movie.
Yeah, it's quite amazing to see it in real life, though.
Different again, eh? See it in real life.
It's interesting as well because he would be doing it manually as well. He wouldn't have a flight controller stabilizing him.
No.
Would he? It's interesting. The balance would be right. You know, because he's got his body there, and then there's an offset for where the.
That's the way the gravity, Mr. Browning, Junior, I guess you'd say, Browning Junior. Yeah. He does it just manual. He doesn't have a flight controller. Although I think he's working. They're working on like a newer model
with an electric motor, I think.
Yeah, they also have a jetpack flying series. I think race series.
Race series. Yeah, we were watching that. It was cool. I can't say that one. It says, yeah, it's very nice technology. I was always thinking a multi-stage system could be an upgrade for giving people a longer flight time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. There was we did actually meet. There's in New Zealand there was a company that
Martin Jetpack.
Yeah, we met that guy. We saw. The simulator they had.
So that's the one that that has 2 ducted propellers. So here's the man, we'll say, and then you had 2 massive, it's kind of like you sort of stood on it like a tripod thing, and then you had 2 massive propellers this way.
Dangerous.
I'm not sure if it actually got into the air in the end, but it was a thing. It was a thing at one point. I think he went around the world doing that presentation. Yeah. But yeah, we were lucky enough to one of the
very few people in New Zealand that got to meet the guy.
Yeah, got to see it. And
it was the one that we saw was the real one, but we also saw We didn't get to jump on it, but there was a simulator as well.
Which we didn't get to use.
No,
But we got to see other people.
Other people that have fun. They're just, just one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to
I mean, I think they only let like 5 people at the shows
jump on
it. So yeah. So somebody had to miss out.
But did we miss out?
I think we took a lot of pointers from it.
Yeah.
It was quite cool because they're huge machines.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
How are we going? Save preview. So there you go. Maybe I thought we could work on his biceps.
Got to work on the guns.
Got to work on the guns next.
Yeah.
Yep, saving. That's good. So yes, we appreciate you guys all tuning in this fine Friday for this little bit in the workshop, and yeah. So what do you reckon? Keep on going with the biceps, Richard?
Yeah,
do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can talk about that episode this week.
And the episode this week. What was the episode this week, Richard?
It was the powerboat episode. We got to go out on the water.
It also says that was back in the days when Lockheed Martin and Bell Tech doing aerospace, and a lot of it ended up in movies. They did. They did. It was very cool.
It's very cool.
Very cool. That's probably when we first met Cliff. It was back in those days. But yes. Yes. What was the movie of the? What was the episode this week, Richard? What did we do? We worked on that guy there, wasn't it?
The powerboat.
Hang on, there is. Well, look at that. There's the sun flare. There you go. There's no sun flare there. It's weird. Oh, it's the light. Okay, there you go. And he's just sitting over there and he's doing his thing. But yeah, that was what we were working on this week. And what did he do, Richard?
What did he do?
Yeah, what did he do?
We took him out to the water, doing sea trials and that kind of cool stuff. It was good to get him out of the water finally.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of water coming in, but it was mainly coming in from the stern, from just between the 2 seals at the top there, not on anything to do with the hull. So it was good. And yeah, it'd be good to do some more, get that seal done correctly, and do some more extensive testing.
And we need to go. And what else we need to do? We got to do a full mission. So what we were planning to do is we're going to do a full mission with the autopilot system.
Yeah.
And send him out there and do his thing. I think some people on YouTube did suggest that maybe there was a bit of cavitation. Maybe the propeller might need to be adjusted. So not sure which way we should go. Should we go bigger propeller, different pitch? I'm not sure. Maybe you guys might know. It says you're going to make a radio-controlled surfer. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I don't see why we couldn't make one, could we?
Yeah, we can all be done.
It's
a good idea. Great
idea. We were watching. We haven't really mastered surfing personally. Can you stand up, Richard?
Once or twice I stood up, but you wouldn't say you wouldn't want to film it.
You wouldn't make that the world champs.
No.
Yeah, it's an interesting sport, surfing. But I don't actually know the rules of it. Like, how do you win in the surfing?
They have sets, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
You count the sets. It says you should probably. You could probably 3D print yourself a propeller using some of the newer designs that are more efficient and don't have as much cavitation involved. Okay. There you go. I wonder what material we should use. What kind of filament? It'd have to be quite strong. Interesting. Maybe PETG or maybe some carbon fiber kind of stuff mix. Sure.
Or maybe you have to do like some metal printing.
Yeah, we haven't done metal printing yet.
Has anybody done metal printing? You'd be pretty lucky if you did, but there are people that are lucky.
You can sint it. Yeah, I know. Marcel over there. He was doing annealing, which is kind of cool for his quad frame. Yeah, interesting one. 3D printed surfer sounds cool. I've seen them on. I haven't seen a 3D printed one, but I've seen the one from the shop, with like what's that called? What's the cool dude? Kelly Slater. I think he might have been driving one once. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Like driving a little RC surfer dude, like in one of those indoor surf pools. I thought that was pretty cool. PETG or tough engineering resin. There you go. Okay. We'll look into it. Nice. And thanks for the help. Yes, that's a good idea. Cool. But I guess the one thing about surfing is that you wouldn't be able to use a propeller, right? Because that would be cheating.
That'd be a boosted board, right?
That'd be a boosted surfboard. So then it would have to be traditional. Catch the wave. Go out there, paddle. Stand up. To be like kind of like that kind of old school stuff, like proper. Because I'm pretty sure those guys have propellers. I haven't looked at their designs, but I don't see what. Yeah, I think they must do. But it would have to be like traditional surfing, proper. Catch the wave. Do the thing properly, like the wingsuit man. Do it properly. Don't cheat.
No cheating.
No cheating. It's it's a new class of techno surf. You can start the industry. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's why not. I mean, yeah, as long as you're using some sort of light design, it would definitely float. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be cool. And then how would you do it? Would you make a move to the side without cheating and looking up what other people have done in the past? I guess you'd want them to do it properly and paddle out. Do it properly.
Yeah.
Kick. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't do that. It's a cool idea. I like it.
It's very cool.
Very cool.
Thanks.
Keep the ideas coming. Great. Yeah, that makes the stay tuned to the episode series. You might see that. Cool. Yeah, cool.
Do you know?
Maybe we'll make it on the Creality Hi.
Yeah.
How's this guy going, actually?
Yeah, he's all good.
Ironman's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, he's coming along.
Doing the guns, yeah.
Working on the guns. So yes, before long we'll be all painted up. I'm not sure. I don't think on this live stream we'll be able to put them onto print on the Creality Hi, but maybe we'll do it on the next live stream perhaps. And then we'll have to try and fit that in between going send it on the maiden flight on the Talon. We'll be doing that on live stream 2 coming up. Before you know it, we're just waiting for a weather break, and then we'll send him.
Yeah.
A gyroscope, he's thinking, for the RC 3D printed surfer dude. Gyroscope would probably be the best way to balance it.
Interesting, because that's what they use for RC motorbikes, don't they?
They use a gyroscope design. I love remote control cool stuff. Ever since I've had this little remote controlled motorcycle with an alien rider. Very cool. Yes. Weather break. Yeah, nice. Fingers crossed. Yes. For the micro Talon launch. Yes, looking forward to that. Yeah, that kind of reminds me, if you're saying alien rider, I was thinking biker mice from Mars. That instantly came into my head. What were you thinking?
I was thinking like the alien, like from the movies, the Ripley.
That over in Canada, they've had tornado warnings for days, and floods are happening now. Yikes! Yeah, that's not so good. Be safe out there. Yeah. I know. Yeah, no, you're saying on your live stream for sure.
Yeah, that's not so
fun. Yeah, floods. We do have floods up here, so you're not the only one. So that it's always good to know that there's somebody else out there suffering. Well, it's true. It's true. Up this away we have floods, and then we can't leave our town.
Yeah.
But nothing. Where people have like lost their houses up this way, which is good. Yeah. I know. Was it last year, the year before? It had been lockdown even. Auckland had massive flooding, and then there was like cars going down the main street, which was interesting.
Yeah, just floating down the main street.
And then there was buses and everything driving by, and all sorts of. Yozel says Biker Mice from Mars was a great show. Oh, good show, sorry. I used to watch it after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Go watch
cool.
the classics.
Yeah, that's cool. You got to be careful in the storms now. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, the biker mice for Mars. Do we have a biker mice for Mars?
Not here.
No, I don't think we do have here. Yeah.
I think the toys came out with like a ripcord, and then you spun the bike up.
Yeah.
That was cool, man.
Very cool. Very cool steering. I do have a slam fist from Small Soldiers, if you want to see. Hang on. He always sits on top of our boxing. No, you can't. You don't normally see that. It's off camera normally. But yeah, some of our boxing stuff that when we're doing our training that we're always doing. And just offset there. Yes, there you go. There's some slam fist from Small Soldiers. No, he does not move, sadly. And he is not 3D printed, but there you go.
Yeah. Good answer, did.
Good. There you go. That's all he does. Yeah.
Cool, man.
There you go. I think he throws the ball. I'm not sure. But there you go. That's Slamfist making a slight old school appearance because we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he goes with that kind of world. There you go. One of the cooler characters. But he is not Iron Man, and that is the coolest of all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, Small Soldiers was really cool. I'm still waiting to be able to 3D print my own animatronics with special chips. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. There's some robots out there. They use them for robot fighting, which are kind of cool. We might make that sort of thing on the channel. I'm not sure if we get around to it, we might. They use that kind of animatronic thing. Yeah. Yeah. Animatronics is very cool. And if you don't know what animatronics are, you should definitely check it out. Lots of our favorite movies are animatronics. What is animatronics? Which is just animating different. It's kind of like different puppets. Disney, I know Disney. All their machines are kind of animatronics. Lots of those sorts of things, doing articulation, making things come real. Robotics. Yeah. It's very cool.
But for us, it started with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, since we're talking about Marvel, and I think it's the anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, currently it is, yes.
And I think the head controlled by animatronic puppet, while the actual fighters themselves,
like Jean-Claude Van Damme, are doing all the kicking and
all that good stuff. Yeah, so definitely a team working together.
Yeah. Multi-servo control robotics. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. How are we getting on?
Yeah, all good.
We're still painting away.
Painting away, yeah. It's a process.
It's a process, and all good things take time. Popstar says it would be so fun to work for a movie company as a tech for some of those puppets. Yeah, that'd be sick. It'd be sick. As they say. By the way, when I say sick, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I don't know if anybody ever actually says that up here, but that's what we say. So, there you go. But yes, very cool. I was just trying to think of my favorite one of all time.
Of what?
Animatronic.
Jurassic Park, the Raptors.
There you go. Yep. What he said. Jurassic Park. Yes. The Raptors as they're running around. That was very cool, and very just a lot better than when they did the replacement version. And they did it with CGI, and they only had first generation. That was a terrible idea by who's the director? Oh, come on, Harry. Who's the director, guys? I can't remember.
It's not George Lucas.
No, that's Star Wars. What's the director's name? Spielberg. Sorry. Yes, Spielberg. So yes, it was a bit of a shame that they decided to do that. But I mean, even Star Wars, they didn't do it right on the middle three. Can't always get it right. Old school. It's rad. Yeah, for sure. Yes. He also says, Jurassic Park had some good stuff. Jim Henson does really good puppetry. Yes, I've heard of his name before. Very cool. No, it's very cool. Well, actually, we wanted to do animatronics when we went to uni. So we did a bit of robotics, but we specialize in mechanical engineering, and that's where we kind of do our thing, as it were. Hindus is the goat. Yeah, nice. And in modern day times, people don't know what that word means. It means greatest of all time. We had to look it up once upon a time. There you go.
Yeah. We had to look it up. You don't learn this stuff overnight.
No, you don't.
Figure it out.
You have to Google it sometimes. But
there's a time and place for Googling.
Yes, no, there's some talented.
We try to keep away from it as much as possible.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. How are we getting on? We're going all right?
Yeah.
Got some biceps going on there. Bicep action. No, I said thigh action, sorry.
Thigh action, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be working a little bit more on him. And then what do you reckon? Do you think that might be it for the end of this live stream? We'll do a little bit more, would you? What do you reckon? Just depends what people want to see, really.
Yeah, we'll get working with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In some countries, Yozzle says it's what you guys call the mother-in-law. Yes. Or no. Depends if it makes her angry. But whatever it is, keep her happy, and happy wife, happy life as well. There you go. Some life tips for you there. Pops off. My son just turned 10. Congratulations, dude. Happy birthday. I will start his journey in mechanical engineering this summer. Nice.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, nice. And he is very similar to you. Nice.
Oh, very kind.
Very cool. Yeah, mechanical engineering is where it's at. We like that sort of thing. Anything moving and cleaning bridges, which you wouldn't really think is a mechanical device. But anyway, that's considered mechanical engineering. Anything really in life is mechanical engineering. 3D printers behind us, obviously, are very mechanical and very interesting machines. It's a great improvement in the human species. Well, from my opinion, I think it is. A good STEM program is always good for the kids. Oh, is STEM the kind of what is STEM? I don't know that one.
Is that like a
kids program?
Or was it like a
drawing kind of?
I was kind of thinking like a STEM program might be like something to do with like high school learning or.
Oh yeah, okay. It might be something like that.
Some kind of class of some kind.
I guess we haven't been to school for a while, so there you go. 3D printing has made prototyping projects available to the common creator. That is true, and also it's quite good that the size of the printers has dropped down dramatically. When we were at uni, the smallest that you could get was like the size of this room, the size of the workshop, and that was this crazy amount of price right there. So yes, I agree with you on that one. Science, tech, engineering, and mechanical mathematics. Oh, that's what it stands for. All right, right. STEM, right, okay. It's an acronym, right. Very cool. Indeed, his last STEM project was a counterbalance cone-shaped device that had colored makers for legs and would draw a silly picture. Right, that sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a great project. Yeah, anything like that, making anything. We highly encourage anything, any creative. I mean, you might not be into mechanical, but you know, there could be music or art, drawing. Yeah, I think everybody should do a little bit.
Balances a person out.
Yeah, makes them a better person. I think. Well, I'd like to think so. Although there was a movie called Exit Through the Gift Shop. If you've seen that particular movie, it's a documentary. I don't think we've ever covered it on the channel, but that'll be the movie of the week for the live stream today. And anyway, there was a famous quote in there from Banksy. If you're famous with that street artist, it's kind of your thing if you're into that, which we are personally. Yes, and they quote that he used to say that that everybody should do a little bit of art in their lives and it makes them a better person.
That's right.
So that's cool. Anything creative is cool. Art and tech go hand in hand. Yes, I reckon. I don't think you can have one without the other. No. It's kind of our belief system as well. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, otherwise, how are you going to get better as a human species? It's cool. Pushing the limits.
Yeah, coming up with new ideas.
Yeah, like this one that we're working on now. You wouldn't think, well, let's put a rocket on it and send them like Iron Man. It's the on live stream we are, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And how long? When do you think that will be coming up?
What do you mean?
When will we be going for launch on it?
When it's finished.
But how long do you think that will take?
When it's done.
It won't be too long, I don't think. Be kind of interesting.
It's done when it's done.
It's done when it's done. Alrighty, no rushing at perfection. I'm going to send it when it looks good. Are we going to have a parachute on it? That is an interesting question. I've been debating about that.
What do you think?
Or should we just send it, and then if he comes back down, when he comes back down, he either lives or he doesn't.
Iron Man doesn't have a parachute though.
Iron Man doesn't have a parachute. Yeah. Street art has led to a lot of inspiration from the sanction to the UN sanction. Nice. Yeah, street art's an interesting one. Yes. We won't go too far into what has been done on street art, but there's been very clever artists out there, including Banksy and who's at the top of my head, Mega Brainwash is another one. When he comes back down, some kids will find him and be like, look, what did the universe give him? There you go. Props office guy says, he says it's 1:40 a.m. and I have to wake at 6:20. I'm going to bid you all a good evening and enjoy the breeze.
Okay,
cheers.
well, thanks very much for joining in and have a great night.
And we appreciate you very much for tuning in, and couldn't do without you.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So we'll just carry on a little bit here and do a little bit more and spend a bit of time together, which is always cool. And and then we'll do a bit more and try and get them a little bit push forward a bit. So then we get to go and send them.
What do you think that is on his knees? You think just like the kneecaps?
Just get red. Kneecap.
What, there?
Don't worry about it. Just get shin guard, you reckon?
Maybe we could do it behind it then.
Oh, he says, they Cliff Annuals says, cheers to Props Off. Yeah. Props Off says he smashed the like button. Oh, thanks, man. Cheers.
Awesome.
No. Very kind.
Smash the like button.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Leave the knee.
I'll leave the knee and just go around it. So, yes, we are making the Mark 9, apparently. Nice.
Yeah.
And he's coming along. It'd be cool to send him. Kind of one of those funny things when you go and send your any plane or any in this case a model or rocket Iron Man guy. It's always one of those things where you're like, oh, I don't want to break him. But yes, or like the micro talent, you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to break him. But if you don't send, then do I want to live without sending him too? You got to risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, sometimes it pays off.
Sometimes it pays off, doesn't it? Yeah, got to risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, you can't ask the girl out for dinner.
That's right.
If you don't ask.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what a terrible day that would be.
If you didn't ask.
No, if you didn't ask, and if you didn't go and do that. Every time you put a new battery into a drone when you're doing FPV, you get that feeling. Yes, I agree. It's one of those things. What are we going to do? You go to your set. Well, that's what we do. Is you go through your set. I'm going to do this. Going to do that. Yeah, let's go and punch it. It's cool.
Yeah, but you never really know. You can do smoke stoppers and stuff, but it doesn't. It mitigates it, but it doesn't stop it.
Oh, you mean when you first make a new one? Yeah, it's cool. But every single time when you're plugging in, it's cool. Send it.
Or when you're trying to tune a copter that hasn't ever flown before, or a plane.
Yeah, tuning a plane or tuning a copter like you do on AudioPart. That's always like that. What's going to happen?
Yeah,
it's an interesting one. You get that feeling every time. Or you send this Rocket Man, Iron Man. It's cool every single time. Interesting one to try and get it on film. We always try and kind of give you that feeling. Well, we try. It's an interesting one. First flight, yeah, but big butterflies, yeah. Yes, you're like, that's the feeling that's cool. I guess that's why we do it, right? That's what I reckon.
Yeah, that's right.
Flying for the first time, or sending that boat out this week, which you saw over there. Sending it out into the ocean. Will he come back? I don't know. We've done all the tests on AudioPart and done all that, done the checks on the land, but you just don't know. You know, it's just
don't know.
yeah, it's cool. Very cool feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit like that the day, and then we chased it with if you saw the end part of that episode, we chased it with the with a which particular drone was it?
The 5-inch.
Oh, it's moved over a bit. Yeah. GoPro session. Yeah. He also says, yeah, overcoming the fear with the courage, the type of adrenaline rush. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I agree. Punching it. It's cool. That's why we do it, right? That's why we do it. Just for that one thing. How are we going? What are we doing? A shin guard, are we? Knee.
Doing a knee.
Oh, okay. But yes, the Creality Hi, he seems like a pretty good dude. Kind of an interesting guy. We didn't get to turn him on this live stream, sadly. But we'll turn it on the next one.
Yeah.
And boot it up for you guys and send this guy on his way. I mean, we could do it without, but then you'll kind of miss out on the whole kind of point. So yeah, so I think we'll wait.
We'll save it.
We'll save it for you guys. Yeah.
And also you can see it on Tuesday.
No. Oh yeah, his features in the background. Yeah. But I think we another episode will be coming out the next week. What we're working on at the moment, just about this particular guy.
Yeah, we were going to it a bit more in depth.
So yeah, if you're interested in that, it's coming up. And we've got some other episodes that we're working on in the background. Just doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to get everything done, but we'll get there. Looking forward to the jet wing. So yeah, send that guy. That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got any ideas where we could send the wingsuit guy, I know Cliff's from New Zealand. Maybe he might know of a place. But obviously, don't want water underneath.
You're talking about a cliff, right?
A cliff or a bridge or something like that,
or an aqua
duct or something like that, where height is great, but you're not going to fly back into the cliff just for maiden flight. Yeah. The Hi looks like a well-tuned unit so far, not just for the DIY community, but anyone wanting to get started. Yeah, I agree. You don't necessarily need to have the big multicolour CFS like this guy on the back here plugged into him to be cool. It's kind of an interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so you can see the spool sitting up the top there. But we'll be doing a lot more on the Creality Hi coming up on the channel. But we can't really tell you what's going on. But there is something in the pipeline. But yes, it won't be like anything you've ever seen before. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, when you plug it in, it just does its thing. And yeah, it seems like a pretty straightforward system, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It printed out really well.
Auto levels?
Yeah, auto levels and everything. Print. This is a test print. It came
yeah.
off the Creality Hi. So yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And that was using the CFS.
With the CFS, yes.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the things that I would print is you can see there. Oh, there's a little red spot right there. And that's the little backboard that we showed you earlier. And then there's also the tray that you'd want to print it. Hang on, I'll bring it over. You want to make a little print out a tray to catch all the stuff. That would be it's on the printer, I think.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yes, I think it's PLA Hyper. And that's exactly what you need. Let's say your first prints that you want to do. Yeah.
If you did turn it on now, would you be just printing out something random?
If I turned it on now, you want to see this one printed. That's what you want to see. Move it.
Plus, it gives you something to look
forward to. Yeah. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it's an interesting one. The little green. Hang on. Yeah, on the nozzle end of about there, it indicates quite clearly that when it's spooling in, and that seems to be quite good.
There's a distinctive noise when it finishes. It goes
Yes.
beep 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 beep.
Because of a little tune, kind of reminds me of the old school days when we used to charge batteries, and it would the old school chargers would used to, well, our one used to sing Merry Christmas to you when it finished.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, on the NiCads back in those days. That's when that's when it all began really for us.
NiCad batteries.
Yes. What was your first plane or drone? What was your first one that you got for your first flight? Hopefully you guys did a cool one. Had a cool plane or something. Or drone?
Yeah, or drone.
Yeah.
You always remember the first ones.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. But yeah, we're coming along and just painting away, getting there. He also says the chargers now don't actually tell you your batteries are done. Huh. We use ISDT. Do they give you a chip? Yeah, they give you a chip on those ones, and then it kind of goes into a, but it doesn't sing out loud, I guess, like a Christmas song. But it does give you a chip, and yeah, it gives you a chip, and then it just goes into an idle mode where it keeps the fan keeps spinning just to keep everything cool.
Yeah,
but they didn't quite go into the big elaborate tune like they used to.
Yeah, it was a big sort of
yes, that's cool then.
Also annoying.
Oh, yeah, also annoying if you got the charger in the back of the car and you can't stop anyway. But you know, you get used to the tune after a while.
Yeah. Okay, this is what he looks like at the moment, guys.
Okay.
He's starting to look quite good. Look at that.
He's in the flight.
Looking pretty good.
It's in the flight position.
It's pretty good. Save it.
Maybe I'll bring it closer so you guys can see it. Alright, can you see him? There you go. There he goes. Zoom in a bit.
Can't see it.
Oh.
Looks pretty good there.
It's saving at the moment, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
There we go. Looks the part though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in the flying position. There we go, back there, so don't drop him. Okay, so yes, on live stream we will be sending him. All right, ready? Reckon how are we getting on?
You too.
So a little bit more, maybe like another what, 5 minutes or something? Yeah, why not?
So yeah, so we tend to make everything become a reality. Make it fly. That's what the kids want to see. He says, "LOL, my first was an FPV first drone, but it wasn't the first one I flew. I got a small Hubsan drone and taught myself how to fly first." Interesting. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm sure it did the job. Did you? A lot of people started with flying drones with simulators. Did you start with a simulator, or did you just go for broke and just start with that one first? I think, did we do a little bit with the simulator when we changed over to drones? I think we did a little bit with the DRL first simulator.
And then it kind
and
of
then
it stopped.
And then it stopped, and then we just started with the real thing. Yeah, I don't think we did too much racing or anything like that on the simulator. I think it was just the basics. Yeah, maybe like a couple of weeks or something like that, and then just jumped into the real thing. And then of course the learning curve was a different deal. You know, like as soon as you start doing the real thing, it's quite a different feel to the simulator.
Yeah, kind of like a different kill of fish entirely, really.
Yeah, pretty much. You pretty much start again. User says, I didn't want to destroy what I had built with the first flight, but before that, I've had multiple motorcycles, cars, and boats. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, no, I don't think we ever had a motorcycle. We've done the cars and the boats before. Motorcycles would be quite interesting. That's pretty cool. What kind of motorcycle was it? Was it a sort of like a Harley Davidson type one, like a classic, or
Like a dirt bike.
or was it more like a motocross type or enduro bike? There's some cool stuff out there.
Yeah. Because they use gyro.
They use a gyro,
like an old school gyro.
Yeah, like a physical.
Like you spin it.
Physical
old
gyros.
school, like
yeah,
old school, like NASA gyro. You know what they went up and they landed on the moon.
Yeah, old school stuff. Physical gyro. Yeah.
Because that's how they get their orientation. Back in the day.
But I think it's still quite similar when you're doing the astronaut space stuff. Because you need to counterbalance everything, right? But yeah, no, it's there's some cool stuff out there for sure. Yeah, that's good stuff. How are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, we're getting it.
Are you working on his foot? Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
That looks good, eh? It'd be exciting to see it all finished, right?
Yeah. Send it. Send it.
How fast does the rockets move when they actually ignite?
I don't know if I've ever calculated that. That's an interesting question there. Yeah.
User says I've had all of them as dirt bikes with the dirt bike rider on it. Okay. The alien on the bike was more like a sports bike, and I've had like a Harley, but it didn't actually have a rider on it. Interesting. Very cool though. Was it what kind of remotes did you have? Did you have hang on a second. Was it this kind of remote, this kind of thing, like old school kind of like crystal radio? Oh, hang on, there you go. Like that kind of thing, that kind of remote. Is that what you had for the motorcycle kind of stuff? And you just you pull the trigger, and then you steer it with the steering wheel left and right. That kind of thing. It's the trusty Futaba. It's never let us down.
What do we use that one for, Richard?
I think he's with the
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Yeah, he does.
Which we did on Livestream.
We did it on Livestream. We did, yeah.
Going back to our origins of Livestream.
It's still got a few grips and 2 joysticks. Yeah, the grip with the steering wheel. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Eh? Those people out there that don't know, it's physically has a steering wheel. Oh, hang on. There you go. Yeah, it physically has a steering wheel on it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, no, it does the job. So does the job, as it were.
Well, we made that one FPV at once, and we were chasing a train.
Chasing a train, yep, on the side-by-side sidewalk, right beside the train. We're going side to side like that with a real train, not a small train.
That was one of our original series on the channel.
I think it might have been our second episode ever here on the H&R Racing Show. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think a couple of times we did a live stream where we flew behind it with the tiny whoop and Cine whoop. I think we were doing burnouts with the Alfa Romeo just outside. It's just doing some drifts while the planes or the drones were orbiting it, and it was quite cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it drifts really easy. It's
flat wheels.
Flat wheels and super smooth, right? Have you ever drove anything nitro? A lot of our friends fly nitro planes, but
we're flying them.
Oh, we're flying them, yeah.
When other people couldn't get them to fly.
Yeah. No, we're flying them, but we haven't. I don't think we've ever used a nitro car
or boat. You can get nitro boat.
Or nitro boat, no. But yeah, no, we're definitely flying the nitro car planes before. Absolutely, yeah. They've got an interesting startup sequence if you don't want to get it wrong with your fingers. That's for sure.
Costly. Yes, costly.
You make sure you staple the plane in place, and you can either use an electric starter, or the old school method was either use your finger, which I wouldn't do personally, or you can use like a pretty effective like a stick and spin it, and then just get your hands out of the way. The only difficulty with nitro planes is, for some reason, when they design them, they put the tuning knob.
Well, they always design that.
I don't know really why you should really have a safer way of doing it, maybe like an extension rod or something like that. But the tuning for the throttle seems to be right next to the propeller, which is like right here.
Silly, really.
So yeah, don't. It's quite easy to make a mistake.
Yeah, but it seems silly in today's standard.
Yeah. So yeah, we know a couple of people that have paid the cost of getting too close to the propeller, but yep, they've still got all their flanges, so that's good. Yeah, well, most of them. But yeah, no, the cool planes if you can get them going correctly.
But we didn't do that. We mainly did electric.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We mainly did electric. But
that's because that's who we are.
It works well with our setup. But yeah, no, yep, there's nothing wrong with them. They're cool.
Except for that one part.
Except for that one slight downside. Yeah, the design of the motors could have been done a lot better. The old helicopters used to have nothing but smoke. Yeah, we know some guys with some Raptors and stuff like that with the gas helicopters. Yeah, they go pretty well. Yeah, the old school stuff. I think they were converted from RC planes originally, but with a higher RPM. They used them for the for helicopters originally. Yeah, but a lot of them use to get the starter working. Obviously, you don't spin the prop because that's not where the starter is on those type helicopters. You effectively use the same gun or starter gun that spins up the motor on the propeller, but they tend to have like an adapter, and then they poke it into the
top.
Into the top, yeah, top or side, yeah, and then you engage it that way and get the motor and the RPM working before you engage the rotors. So yeah,
but we haven't flown a helicopter like that.
Not yet.
No,
give it time.
Give it time.
Sure. User says you have to put a lot of time, a lot of 2-cycle oil in, or they'll burn the motor up really quick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you got to keep them regularly run as well. You got to keep them. It's like most little engines. You got to keep them happy. Yeah, you got to keep them happy, or put them away correctly with lots of oil and stuff like that.
Like outboards are like that too.
They kind of got their own little personality. Sometimes they work in heat, and sometimes they don't. It's a bit like the lawnmower that I'm just on my left here. I know it's branch away from the
That's a small one.
But effectively the same thing. You got to with that one, for some reason it doesn't want to go straight away. You got to put it out in the sun for, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes, and then it will go. But if you try and do it without putting it out in the sun, absolutely she will never go. But there's little tricks of the trade, that kind of thing. You always have to clear them out and go dump the calibrate and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of little tricks. You got to use a heat gun many times to warm up the little engines. Oh, that's a good trick. Yeah. Okay. Same sort of thing.
I haven't seen anybody do that before, but that sounds cool.
There's nothing wrong with that idea. It's actually quite cool. Yeah, no. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen that, no. But I don't see why you couldn't.
No, that's a good idea. Really good idea. Heat gun. I guess with LiPo batteries, I know sometimes people use them like drones, for example, in like alpine climates or snow or Arctic. And the batteries themselves won't hold as much charge. They won't hold as much charge or distribute the charge as much as you would like when you're flying, because obviously sometimes you got to dump the throttle and go for broke on certain occasions, and it won't drop the voltage when you need it. So quite often what you'll do is you'll have like a heat pack and heat the batteries up before you go flying, so they're at least sort of room temperature rather than being too cold, and they won't perform.
Yeah. We haven't flown in the snow before, though, but
we've flown in the rain a lot.
We do fly in the rain a lot, yes. But we don't. Generally, it doesn't really get that cold up here, does it?
We go wear a rain jacket and a jumper. user. So that's how you get your nitro car to move. Then you have to put on your glow plug lighter. Then you're off. Okay, sure. Andy said drones are lame. Well, I know who you are, Andy, and I know where you live. But thanks for joining nonetheless.
Yes, we appreciate it. Funny. As it says, I've done some FPV in the rain. It's all good until you get a drop of water on your camera.
Okay, so the trick for that, I'll show you the trick. Inside this trick.
Free tip. Andy says, get a real size helicopter. Yeah, there you go. Can't complain there. Or one of those mosquitoes, or like a paraglider. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll say tip of the day for your FPV camera when you get water on it is use this Rain-X or something the equivalent. It doesn't have to be this product, and you're good to go. Just a little bit, and
we've never had a problem. Just speed up.
And you can use it many times. You don't have to like keep adding it or anything like that. Just maybe once every couple of months, something like that, and you're always good. Yeah, and just speed up through it. Just don't stop. So the slower you go, the less likely it will clear. So just barrel through it, and you're good.
Andy says
Rain-X is a great product. Yes, it is. That's
but
right.
We're not endorsed by Rain-X, so
I'm sure there's other products that are just equally as good.
Yes, we can't endorse that.
User said, funny enough, I had used that on my goggles to keep them from fogging up. Yeah, so same thing, just put that up directly onto the lens of the camera, which it doesn't damage it, so don't worry about that.
Well, it hasn't damaged any of our ones.
We've done like maybe six cameras like that, and no damage. It's all good. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, you just go for it.
Yes, and yes, no, it's kind of an interesting one. Yeah, you'd think logically speaking that you'd slow down when flying in the rain, and you can't really see.
But actually,
when
you've got that Rain-X on, just
punch throttle
and go faster. Yeah.
Yes, and then just try.
It will clear. The physically the wind will push it off. Yeah. Yeah. You just go for it. Go for broke. Certainly in something like a storm and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you're just joining us on live stream here, we are making the Ironman, and we're calling the Ironman Rocket Man. So Harry's using the Creality print software in the background, and we're preparing it for the Creality Hi printer, which is the guy behind us with the CFS. So he's got 4 colors.
Which is the brand new one.
And it's the brand new one. So in New Zealand, it might be out in other countries, but New Zealand only just arrived like 5 days ago. And we were lucky enough to get one of the 5.
Was it 5 or maybe 10 max or something like that? There was not too many. So yes, we're very lucky. Yeah. We couldn't do it without Creality, so thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Cool. And you'll be seeing a lot more of him coming up on the channel.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff we're doing.
Couple of an interesting project that you wouldn't have seen anywhere else in the world. So you go, coming up.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah.
Big deal.
But on live stream at the moment, we're making the Iron Man. Harry's doing the paint sequence for him, and we're gonna. So on the K1 earlier in the live stream, we made this little guy. He is
the backpack.
He is the backpack man. PLA Pro with sparkly black, I think it's called. And he is gonna put a rocket motor in here. I'm gonna strap this bad boy to the design that Harry's doing, which is the Iron Man Mark 9, I think it's called, and he is gonna be blasted off into space because he's Iron Man. So
he's Iron Man, and I haven't seen it done before, and there you go, and it's cool.
And he's Iron Man, so why not?
Yes. So what do you reckon? Should we just leave it there?
We say there's a little bit more to do next time.
Yeah, maybe we'll leave it there. Okay. I just saved it.
So I think we might pause it there, guys.
Yeah,
we'll do a little bit more next time, and then we can get on to the printing with the Creality Hi behind us.
Yes.
I know we didn't get onto it this time.
I was planning to, but
we did get some K1 action, or K1 printing action, as it were.
Yes. Okay, so we'll do our sign out. What do you reckon? Yeah. Okay, so we'll move the camera over to our sign out, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So you go. There's the Creality Hi. There's the CFS. Creality Hi. And there's his bigger brother, the K2.
Okay, so where is it? Ultra time, says Cliff. Yes. He also said, thanks for the stream. You're most kind, and thanks very much.
Thanks for tuning in. Hang on, I don't get a lot. Yes, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, past, present, and future. Couldn't do without you, and couldn't do it without all our sponsors. So thank you very much.
And we have to let everybody know that on Tuesday next week, we're going to bring you on the road where we went to Creality Chef NZ 2025. And we're going to bring you along for the ride, and so you get to experience some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that the people that were actually there didn't get to see. So
yes, we'll be checking out the latest tech that Creality putting out.
That's right, some 3D scanners, 3D printers,
and we'll be doing some drone flying as well.
And we get to meet some Star Wars icons that came along.
There you go. So looking forward to that. That's coming out on when, Richie?
Tuesday, which is I think it's the 8th of April.
Okay.
At 6 a.m.
New Zealand time
in the morning.
Okay, so we'll see each other then. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard. Thanks to all our sponsors, and thank you.
Okay, so here we go into next week and the next live stream.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go! HLR Racing, HLR Racing, HLR Racing.
Live stream.
Live stream. Thank you very much. And it was fun.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.